mission today, tasks, IDAP crisis. Okay, we'll read this. So our carrier ran aground off the northern coast of Tanoa, which we just had a look at. While offloading some supplies for a security team while we wait... While offloading some supplies for a security team while we await support, an incident has occurred. Tanoan rebels have intercepted and captured a large IDAP convoy, delivering staff and resources to their HQ in the south, which is, this is where we are, this is the IDAP HQ. As the only capable team on the ground, we need to move to locate and secure them and their supplies, then deliver them safely to their destination. The most important part of this is the safe securement of IDAP team members and delivery of their convoy. All care must be taken to avoid any loss of life from our team and the security of the convoy. Intel, we have only reports right now of contact in the village of Imone, which is here. We should start our search there. If it would be vital we don't trigger rebels into action too soon, so avoid helicopter support on the first compound. Sweep any rebel sites thoroughly. They will no doubt have a command building or HQ. Try to ID this, most likely to find intel in or around those sites. Authorized force. Locating intel will be vital in this operation, so rocket-based airstrikes and mortar support not authorized. Air support can escort the convoy, however. So their objectives are search for intel on the rebel HQ. They've got 2 mission criticals. Remember, mission critical means if they fail that, then the mission is essentially a fail or a cancelled mission. Secure and save all IDAP members. Clear out and secure the rebel HQ. Deliver and escort IDAP convoy to their HQ. There are some assets here that they could potentially utilise. There is still a helicopter aboard the crash carrier, as well as some prowlers, including one which has got mounted weapons on it, but that is up to the guys if they want to try and airlift those things off of there. As of right now, they haven't. Things got so bad, in fact, that as you can see, one of the jets crashed into the thing there, or potentially maybe that was me not double checking my editor and forgot to actually edit that into an appropriate place. So because I had all the jets I had all the jets on the carrier, and then I was sort of moving them around and stuff. I might have immersion. I might have forgotten when I was doing the editor to actually move that to a place where it needed to be. I was just here and I was like, wait a minute. I was like, what's that thing shining orange sticking out of the thing? That's not meant to be there. My immersion is ruined. I know, right? Oh, well. So today will be a testing day, yet again, to see whether we suffer the same horrific disaster that we've done in the past when it comes to jungle operations. Jungle operations not always being the optimal thing for us, but we'll have to just see how it plays, I suppose. It'll be interesting to see whether the guys have success or failure today. The biggest issue often is when we get into those tree-line combats.
Can we possibly just go 60 miles an hour, so 100 kph?
Yeah, roger that.
Just going to get off the command channel for now, because if they have anything to say, I don't think it's going to be greatly critical. Yeah, welcome to the jungle. Well, we'll see, we'll see. I mean, I don't want to sort of flat out not have jungle operations, because they're pretty cool. But they are a whole different ball game when it comes to challenging, because just with the way Arma is, the way enemy engage, and the way the guys have very little cover. I often think that the biggest issue with jungle combat is that, well, if you get up into the jungle, the biggest issue, of course, is visibility. So you have very limited visibility. This means it's very difficult to keep a secure 180 or 360 security field of view. You can't really look around you and easily know if people are moving up on you. And if they do move up on you, it's often too late, and the enemy can often catch a bit of a glimpse. It's not so much that the enemy can see through trees. That's often a bit of a myth. It's not often that they see through trees, but they may hear you, and they may start shooting at you when you're not hearing anything from them. Similarly, there's very little cover in the jungle. It's like you've got these big trees, but that is about it. You don't tend to have rocks. You don't tend to have bits of building. It's like there's a little rock right here, but you see, rocks are few and far between. So you can't and often any cover that is there, you might have a big log or something like this, but often any cover that is there you might not be particularly aware of it. Will there be IEDs? It's not really that kind of mission today. It's about today's mission is more like there are rebel forces on the ground. They have an HQ, they have an area that they're securing. The guys have to go there. There may be sort of some barricade points at some point along the line, but I don't have too many plans when it comes to this kind of thing today. Furious wind today.
Well, it was worth the shot.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. Oh my god. Oh no.
Everything. What are you not hitting? All focus gone.
They're literally like out of control of themselves. They're trapped. They're trapped.
And Lily's probably watching this now as well.
I think I found a route.
But look at all this paintwork that we've never fixed.
Fucking a day.
They're still bringing Azure because he's still AFK. I'd love it if this whole mission was just Azure being carried all the way through the bloody mission. So good. Everything's going flawless so far. Alright, let's see what's happening. The guys have either abandoned their vehicle or... let's have a look. Oh, it looks like it's... yeah, I think they've actually jammed it now. It looks like they've actually jammed it here. Like, that looks like it's not going anywhere. They're making the very... it's very, very dangerous to get up on these rocks. They're not going to be able to see bugger all from up here anyway.
Commander's Bravo. Send it. We've reached the support hold point, just waiting for you guys to move up now, or giving a quick scout round.
But yeah, climbing up on these rocks is significantly
wait
dangerous.
for myself and Alpha, and then you're clear to push down. All call signs will be clear to push down to the final hold points.
Because Arma rocks are inherently unfriendly.
Alpha 2's on waypoint.
And yeah, getting up on these rocks, it's like... I think actually they made the Tenerm ones a little bit better than... Oh, hello. Wait, where are they looking at? Oh, no, they're looking at nowhere. Looking the wrong way as well. I think they got up there to have a look down the valley, because I'm forgetting that they've got no idea of where the rest of the rebel camps are located.
Mum,
Seems
let's
to have
start pushing
found...
down now.
Okay.
To the town. But you're all in position, so.
Yeah, roger that. Bravo, start your push down as well. Remember, don't get seen yet. Charlie, you start your advance in. Bravo copies. Alpha, let's get a nice bit of security up here.
So basically I think they're trying to get in position so that they can hit both sides at the same time. Good little check on the rear there from Garfield. So if you're the guy bringing up the rear, it's always worthwhile every now and then periodically have a little look around, make sure that there is no squads or things that have suddenly appeared, because, and like see, like Garfield, he keeps turning around. It's what you want to be doing if you're bringing up the rear of a fire team or rear of a squad, because you don't know, like, all the guys in front of you could have just passed by something which is showing itself. Look, see, he's turning around again. Especially when you're in this jungle environment, it's more important than ever. But on all patrols, it's really worthwhile having your guy at the rear. Just keep checking behind, and you need to know that that's what you're doing. So the same as having like a point guy, you're having like the backstop guy. who's going to be checking the rear and making sure that everything is all good. When does they get lost in the jungle and start getting picked off? Probably pretty soon. As I say, I have given them a respawn rally point because we know that missions can sometimes go quite bad, so it's like they've got a little point up here where they can run down the road if they need to get in the action. So windy today, so windy. Let's have a look at the guys here. Right, they're getting very near to this little base, but again, look at that visibility. The little village place that they need to get to is only just the other side of those trees. Yeah, they can't see a bugger all from here.
Charlie, be advised, as Alpha, looks like there's 1 times EI in the first building that you're going to hit when entering the town. Over. We'll mark on map.
Okay. The most easterly, yeah?
Yeah, once you start getting grenades and machine gun fire, or worse, mortar fire in the tree line in the jungle situation, it can get quite intense quite fast because, you know, again, because the visibility is so poor, unlike a standard mission in like a temperate environment, the guns are just like ripping into the forest, and you can't see the flashes from the muzzle flashes from where it's coming from. You can't pinpoint that location so easily.
We've got an enemy compound. There's kind of a light camp set up directly in front of our hold point. We're just waiting in the tree line for the moment.
Roger that. Plan Danger Charlie will still make the initial push into the village. As soon as they've made that initial push, I need you to strike that camp as well. I may send Alpha down to support you shortly.
Roger that.
Come on, we're going to make our final push in now. We've just been holding it out like sort of a few hundred meters short. We're going to make our final push in now.
Come on, roger that. As soon as if you start contacting Bravo, you are free to engage as well, as soon as the contact's made.
So, let's make our way down east in a line. I'm on your left flank.
We're listening to this squad right here. Leon, any chance of you throwing in some mortar rounds or maybe enemy helicopter patrols? No. No, there is no chance
Keep
of
the
that happening.
the line wide, guys.
It's not that kind of mission. Also, as I've said before, if you start doing that on every single mission just for the sake of it, it kind of loses all
Need to be
impact.
looking more kind of 40 degrees. There's quite a lot around there.
Now, the thing to note here as well, guys, remember this is the squad we were watching before who were in that car having all the laughs. But notice how now they're in on the ground and switch it up. And, you know, they've got the serious face on. So that's why, you know, I've said before, it's all good for the guys having a laugh. But then when they get in on the ground, they need to be paying attention.
Very close on.
Yeah, like...
One person's down already. It's Gout.
Come on my position, step by down.
Okay, we need to hit this now, okay?
They've been shot from over
pick
here.
your targets and let's engage, okay? Let's light them up, guys. Command Bravo's engaging now.
Firing. Come on, roger. I'm going to stay off the net, so we need to defend the demolition.
Push up to the yellow hut.
Okay, that's us clear. Knugan, you guys can move up. Me and OG can provide support. You still have patrol in the other side.
Let's see how the units are placed.
Be
Right, they're
careful
looking
of your
good.
targets also, there could be...
The other team here, let's just go over here.
The yellow house.
We'll just get across to this one. Shit, Jorgen just took a hit coming in. Jorgen took a hit coming in there.
Yeah, I think he's down, but I don't think he's...
It's these guys right here. Let's get back over on the other squad because they're all going down on them.
Huey, what can you see me? We is down. Right, I did say it on the radio a couple of times. Okay. I got the guy on the north side of the hut, but I took a couple of hits.
Remy's making you get up and help.
Fine, it's only a velocity.
Roger, Alpha, prepare to move. Go to assist Charlie right now.
Copy that.
From the main road from the north.
Oh shit, they've been hit from behind.
I've got some computers in here. Okay, we'll deal with that later. Let's deal with these contacts first. OG, I'm pushing to clear this hut. This hut's clear.
Bravo, command position. Send command. Roger, how are you getting on? We're still in fairly heavy contact. I'll get back to you in a second. Roger.
Guys, give me a sit rep. What's happening? OG's medicing me up. Roger, I'm taking some fire from like the east. Heavy into this hut I just went in.
Shots coming on, Johnny. They're really exposed to.
21 or 20. One enemy inside of it.
Georg, is there anybody in front of you?
I think they've spotted, or they can't see. I don't know if they're taking fire from these guys here. Oh, they're actually not.
Yeah, the tree lines are directly. There's
I
some
think they
enemies
just
in
got
that.
activated. I think it was
Right,
that
get
one
that
guy running around. This other team coming in and probably going to help them out.
I'm just getting behind the yellow hut, OG. OG's hit. It's heavy as fuck, man.
That gal just got in on that.
I pushed up to these crates.
Command be advised, sounds like there's a heavy machine gun to our northeast. You want to divert Alpha over?
And this guy should be
Wait
surrendered.
one, Charlie, do you need Alpha more now?
Yeah, we're two men down, so yeah.
That guy had taken a hit,
Alpha,
which is why he was on
if
the
you
ground.
can
He should have
send
been
a fire
surrendered.
team off to see if you can deal with that machine gun, and then the rest of you get to Charlie's position now.
I'm hopeful that
Remulus.
they still have intel.
I don't know, just try hitting those guys in the woods, we're fucked. Bravo are under heavy contact command.
You don't direct on the other side of the
Still shots coming in.
Roger that.
Oh, they got intel. Good. Johnny still got intel off them. Good.
Okay, Remulus is back up. I can't get OG yet. Like, he's directly in the line of fire of some of those guys. Okay, I'm gonna... God damn it, man.
Yeah, they've really got caught in a bad place here, but they are doing a good job on securing this.
Charlie King 5, currently safe one time.
But we actually seem to have just finished dealing with the contacts.
Does anyone have eyes on this
Roger
guy?
Charlie, as soon as
I
you
can't-
can,
I-
I need you to push towards the grass, the tree area between Bravo and yourselves and assist there. Alpha, if you can deal with that machine gun and then converge on that central location as well.
I'm putting smoke
Bravo's
down.
heavily pinned.
Intel for the next stage of the mission, by the way.
I'm just trying to throw it back on these guys a little bit because they're just fucking sitting in the open. Yeah, that's how you do it.
Are you okay, Kinnigan?
I've got something in my rucksack as well.
I'm fine. Like, I don't know what you're missing.
You're on full volume.
Get shot through the
Oh,
bush.
no.
Two intels. I'm gonna give you a quick update. I just need to change the channel on radio.
Yeah, no problem, mate. Let me just get ready to write it down.
Yeah, like, I I wanted to do that to help you guys, but every time I peeked out...
So basically, guys, not all teams see the intel, only the team which found it.
Bakalala.
Vagalala.
Vagalala.
V-A-G-A-Lala. Vagalala.
Okay, I'm gonna go check an OG.
I have no
Okay.
idea where.
OG, back up.
Yeah, I'm back up.
Do you have the IDAT
Have any
base?
FE?
Yes or no?
You okay, OG?
No.
Because
Yeah.
Gal does.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah, wait, team roster update, I have that. The Gavin thing. Yeah, the HQ reinforced.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I need one person to give me all the intel then. So we're
Yeah.
looking for Bagalala.
Okay.
Yep.
One of them is short. It said, Bugger, they're keeping them there. MGs, we have MGs on the hills and roads around the
Now
HQ.
slow down, you got MGs on hills and
MGs
roads.
around Wagga, at the hills
Yep.
and the roads. It's past the town. That's what it says, it's past the town, so I have no idea what it means, but...
Okay, anything
Okay.
else? Yep, is that it for that one?
Yeah, the other one is team roster information for Imone.
I mean, these
Yeah.
initial guys here...
That's another town, I believe.
Guys in the trees,
Hello, buddy.
you just can't see. And
Team roster information for Imone and Vagalala. All teams need to maintain maximum strength during daylight hours.
Okay, so maintain strength during daylight hours.
Medium patrol force will be active during night operations, when we
Okay.
are able to use night vision. So they have night visions at night. It's good.
They've got night vision.
Yep.
But they're smaller patrols.
Yeah.
Don't wander off too far.
And additional armor is being sent to the HQ to reinforce them.
Armor, additional armor in Ohm, yeah?
And Vagalala.
And Vakalala. Okay.
That's actually
so
not right.
looks
It
like
said
I'm-
he said it right the first
Okay.
time and it didn't get communicated. See, this is interesting where they have to transfer the intel.
Actually affect night or affect day.
The way I'm looking at it, if they're stronger during the day, and we do have suppressors, we've got night vision, and you know, at the end of the day, we could even use a helicopter later on if necessary. Does it say where the hostages are? Is it Bakalala or the other place?
It actually says they're keeping them there, Wagga. So I think it's
Okay.
Vagalala.
Okay,
I don't think
fantastic.
they're keeping them in Imone.
Okay,
But-
so our next stage then is Bakalala.
Do they realise that Imone is where they are?
If you're interested in my opinion, I think fighting at the daylight is easier for us.
Fighting in day is a lot easier. I know that. I know. However, I'll have a think about it. I'm going to get the squad leads in on me in a short while. Oh, there's
Yeah,
Bakalala. Okay.
Yeah, I'm fucking up. I'm gonna
Yeah,
search
no
for
problem,
it.
mate. Yeah, please.
So the hand-given information is from one of the guys that they managed to find that had surrendered there, and that guy was giving the surrendered information, saying about how where they have the machine guns placed and where they have the actual prisoners. Okay, but they only have some of the prisoners down here, not all of them. Okay, they've got some of the prisoners. So there are some prisoners here, but when they get to these guys, they should be getting further intel, because there's more intel down here on this site, which will give them a little bit of a heads up about other stuff. They need to be real careful that when they're shooting in on this area, they don't end up accidentally killing the hostages, because that could be a thing, especially because there's big mounted machine gun positions and stuff all around it. There's also some armed vehicles here as well. So that's going to be that. There is also, there's more armed vehicles in and around this site. It's going to be curious to see how this goes. Now, Saw was saying about how the most painful thing about that last section there was the fact they were fighting in the jungle. That is obviously the worst thing with Tanoa. It's fighting in and around those trees, and you can see just about how painful that is when they're fighting in the tree lines, because you just get stuck in the trees, and you can't break out of it. It just becomes very, very painful. Right, the rest of the team are moving on now. But what was good was there was a bit of miscommunication, sort of intentional or otherwise, and that's why I like doing it where they have to physically pass the information to the command or whatever. Because when you have to physically pass the information over to command, you can get basically miscommunication, which then makes the mission... It can actually make the mission a failure, or it can make it more interesting. But for example, what they were reading into that intel there was they were saying like, oh yeah, the intel states that it was the rostering information which says they're stronger in the day than the night, and also that HQ has armor coming in, right? And the intel states armor is being brought, reinforced to the HQ. But through that kind of little Chinese whispers miscommunication which happened, command was going like, right, so they've got armor in Vagalala. That's what I heard them say. So they potentially think that where they're going to now, there is armor. Now, actually, there are some technical vehicles, but it's just an example of how things can get miscommunicated, and then that can change the way a mission is planned or where they might, divert resources. And sometimes that's not going to matter, but sometimes it could matter, because it could mean that they divert resources to a location which they didn't need, and they might have actually ended up needing them in a different location. So it can actually matter as to how kind of a mission plays out. So that's why we kind of like to do that sort of, if they gather intel, the intel doesn't go to everybody, it only goes to the squad which found it, and then they have to pass physically that information over to command verbally. So it's kind of interesting how that can happen. I think the guys here might have spotted this checkpoint, potentially, or there's a bunker. Yeah, I think they spotted the bunker. There is a bunker, that's what they were looking at here, that's why they were all prone and careful. There is a bunker right here as well, with a machine gun position, that's what the guys would have spotted. So again, look, the AI don't see, like, you can just see them running around. See where my cursor is, like along here? You can just see them running past. You do need to be careful, because the AI, they don't see that good, but they could potentially see, like, see, right there, look. See him running across just that little gap. Yeah, but see him right there, there's a guy right there. This is how you have to have real good eyes in armor. One of the biggest things that you need in armor is very good eyesight, and it's like, if you can see that little dot moving right there, that's, you need to be able to see those guys moving around. Quite surprising, actually. Once you played Arma for quite a long time, your eyes kind of just focus in on these things, and you're just like, wait a minute, that half-millimeter dot that I see moving around, that might be something.
Possibly thinking of swinging far around to the south and approaching from the south.
It's a good call, so I would do that, definitely.
Yeah, I've just told commanders.
Let's get on the command channel.
So going to task Bravo with going to the same location as well. I want that bunker hit, I want that area hit hard by 2 squads. Myself and Psycho will connect ourselves to Alpha, and we're moving.
I was going to say, no, if you come to our position now, where I currently am, you have eyes on everything, so you can try and hit things from range without pushing in, and you should be okay. It's just actually pushing in will be pretty impossible.
Yeah, actually, you know what, that works fine for me. Bravo, you're going to move up to me to Charlie's current position.
That was a great YouTube thumbnail right there. Oh, wind! Wind! So much fucking wind. Princess Baker, I know, I agree. I do need that as well, Baker. Well, Baker, what's it? Baker needs a PA to arrange and organise him. Well, Baker, that was going to be my girlfriend, but then she left me, like, a year ago.
Man, be
so
advised, Couple was set up, ready to attack at Hill 128, 127, just north of the village over.
Roger that, hold until Charlie are in their new position.
Copy that, we'll hold.
Alright, so the guy's pushing in and around this side. Guy's been doing a very good job so far. Good, and Wildcat has done a really good job. You guys have noticed as well, Wildcat has come in and taken over as one of our more recent commands. What's that? Happy to laugh about it. What else can you do but laugh about it? No.
Command, we're pushing to the new location.
No, Wildcat has come in and been one of our new...
again, command.
I'm just going to get... Shut up, Wildcat. Wildcat has come in and been one of our new commanders. And... Wildcat's come in and been one of our new commanders, and Wildcat really, he's only been doing the commanding on here a little while, but he served in real life military, but it's good to see when we have, basically what I'm trying to say in my kind of bumbling roundabout way of talking when I do these things, he's joined us pretty recently. He tried out in squad lead one day, did a supremely good job in squad lead. One day we had a slot open in command. I was like, do you want to do command? He was like, yeah, I'll do command. And now he actually really enjoys it and has been doing a great job. So, it's all, we're not really closed down. I think what we're trying to say is, like, in BSO, we're not really closed down as a group. We don't have all the kind of ego, like, sort of like, well, I was here for a year, so I get to do... it's like, hey, if somebody new comes in and we have an opportunity and somebody wants to try it out, then you just say, oh, yeah, try it out, see how you get on.
Be advised, I don't see very much other than the rooftops over.
Yeah, right,
yeah. That's no problem
exactly
there.
Right, River.
Charlie's done an amazing job of marking stuff up.
Right, so Charlie again,
Boys,
Johnny...
check the map for, just a heads up for EI.
Your primary objective is the compound and machine gun technical. directly to your southwest. Capture that vehicle.
That's kind of southeast from our current position. It's
bearing?
yeah, I'm just getting a bearing.
Oh shit, it's going on. I wonder whether that was intentional or not.
Command, why are Alpha pushing down? We're not in position yet at all.
Roger, I don't know. I told him to hold.
This is where these miscommunications start to happen. I don't know whether that guy's actually going to hit anything, but it seems sensible to me that they would start kind of blind firing into the forest there, which they did.
No.
Regardless, though, it's a go.
Be advised, Minigun Technical is down. We're going to commandeer it. Over.
Now they've managed to seize that technical intact. Let's see if they can get in there. There are still enemies here. There's more enemies coming in. Holy shit! Fucking hell, Aaron. Look at you, look, what are you doing? Arc, again! Second time he's done that. I'm going to really have a go at him about that later, because that's the second time, I think. Flash did that the other day. The guys... Aaron is dead. Aaron is dead. Now I wonder whether Arc clipped him there, or whether he just got shot by the enemy. I don't even know. Damn, are those shots firing right across the way here? No. Yes. I'm gonna get shot in the head just as. See the tracers. They should have been returning fire anyway. Come on, reload. Oh, they got me. They got me just as I came to reload. Right. Yeah, the firing that. Well, I think basically what happened was Aaron tried to. Also
Command,
by
Charlie's going to notice on that.
right now, command is gonna. The Charlie will be able to get down to that main compound now. I think we should send this vehicle out on the road. Oh shit! Look at this. Oh, he just got neutralized.
Alpha 2, I see this command. Any Alpha that's still in the AO with a radio. Okay, Bravo, this is command. Prepare to move in.
Hold fire on the bunker, hold fire on the bunker. 2 MG bunkers. Charlie's pushing it.
That's... Minus Alpha.
No way they're going to hit that from there, surely.
This is Alpha. Send it.
Can't even see it.
Second in command of Alpha is down. Roger that. Is there any Alpha left in the AO?
The guys up here have taken over the machine gun bunker.
Tell me, is any Alpha left in the AO?
There's another small patrol going up on them there.
Right, Alpha, I want you to regroup and start pushing in hard from the north. Guys, command. Charlie, command. Are you all down? I can't see your marker on the map anymore.
Charlie's all out. Charlie's all out.
I'll rush that one done.
Down, Saw, get down. Shoot him! Nice kill, what a great... Oh, damn! This guy's still fucking prone! Get him, Saw, get him! Good job. Fucking brilliant. Right, great work by Charlie. First class. Now, Mando and
I
Johnny...
think you're actually meaning to talk to Alpha there, not Charlie. I think Alpha is all down.
Yeah, Roger, I noticed that.
We're going into the warehouse now. We're pretty close to securing.
Roger that. Myself and Bravo are going to be pushing from the north.
Alright.
Yeah, confirmed Alpha 2 for info there. There's still 3 Alpha in the AO.
Roger, if you have got radio constant, send to meet up with Bravo in the north. Come on, you say Bravo?
I'm pushing in very, very hard.
If you're the Alpha that's still left up in the AO, then yes.
Clear and mark these buildings as we go through, okay? Stations.
Mandela, can we just Mandela?
I just need to teleport myself
clear
over
up
there,
here.
guys.
Okay, good. Stay on there for now.
Right, we're listening in on these guys. They were going to go around the back, but as you can see, there was a lot of trees there, so they've decided to come around this side because clearly it's better for them.
Slightly relocating to get a better view.
But the guys have been doing a supremely good job of taking control of the situation here. The other guys need to step it up. They were barely even pushing into the town while these guys are clearing in on the objective. Saw just took a hit there coming in. I'm not quite sure which direction that was from. There are some enemy...
One at the HMG,
across the road here.
straight.
Oh yeah, there we are. They're taking shots from across the way here.
I'm hit. Shots from the town, behind us.
Where's that guy? Oh, he's crouched. He's very difficult to see. Look. Like from this guy's point of view, he's got a really great line of sight, but from their point of view... Oh, the machine gun's got him, the machine gun's got him.
Good job. We're taking fire from northwest.
Yeah, Chrono. See how good idea it was to leave those guys up in that machine gun position?
Again. I'll use this map move to us. Advise on friendly in the town. Is someone running beside a tree?
See, now they have the trouble of kind of trying to pinpoint where friendlies are and where they are not. This is where you could get a real BS situation if some of the guys coming in are a bit trigger happy and end up sort of blue on blue.
Commandeer the vehicle, yes or no? I think we're allowed to. We commandeered one, yes or no?
They're trying to find out whether or not... Right here, they need to be real careful now. Still taking shots from up there. Oh shit, there's a guy like throwing it in the sandbags there. Fucking hell, Saw went down again.
Saw, come here. Yeah, what are you shooting at? 2 AI next to a rundown building. Side 1. I shot some friendlies. Didn't look like friendlies.
They're still taking shots from that same guy up there before. Loot tin is best tin, I know. Red Hawk, first time joining a stream. Only watched 2 or 3 of your videos so now. Thanks, man. Hope you enjoy a stream time. today you probably noticed guys I'm being a little quieter. It's one of those kind of missions because it's jungle. It's actually pretty important to hear like how the guys are orientating themselves. Whereas normally we can kind of see how they're orientating themselves.
You two up on the hill, push down towards us, okay?
It's more important that we're sort of hearing what the guys are saying right now. So I'm trying to be real careful. There's shots coming from inside the building here. Nice, good job. They got 2 surrendered guys. Yeah, they cleared right in. Good job.
From this thing? Oh, fuck me, this takes a while.
Yeah, I want to hear Saul's reaction on this one.
They have a prowler with a minigun on it, guys.
I set it to take 10 seconds to download the intel on this.
There's intel on this as well. I'm fucking...
It takes like ages to get.
Want a roll call of who's up, okay?
I'm at...
Mendel, we're up.
How's up?
Okay, so the only person down was Johnny.
Fucking hell, watch yourself, Garfield.
Garfield, where are you? I need a medic.
I'm in the barn.
Roger.
There is intel on one of these guys too. Oh, damn it.
Failing, by the way, guys. Fuck.
I need to check him for intel.
Fucking talk takes long.
Oh, I'll let you talk so you got all the information.
It shares it with group, I believe.
Oh, does it? Okay, I'll get the one inside then.
And the compound surrounding it. We have 1 KIA, and we have some intel for you.
There's a range of different intel off of these guys.
Hello, Kantima Kanterson.
The guy said something about Leafu power plant. That's where they are, apparently.
I'll think about it.
I got the left arm.
I did toss it first.
Everyone that's alive, I want you to just sort of set up a 360 around here for now, okay?
Right, helicopters coming in now, probably to evac out these IDAP guys. Although technically they don't actually need to move them from here until they get their convoy happening.
Right guys, gun hostages, get them moving.
Yep, I think I'm moving the IDAP guys out.
Alpha Bravo, everyone clear of your base.
It's not running up here.
It's like it, blow it.
Oh, they're blowing the entire base up. Okay. They were blowing up the base with all like the communications and stuff like that. More jungle negotiations. But as jungle missions go, they've done a real good job today. Very limited casualties, really good planning, really good execution. LT's missions available for download anywhere. No, I've never really done that. Also, I don't really understand how that would work because my missions are not like pre-made missions. So I don't think how it would work that way, you know? Because I often adapt and improvise and stuff like as necessary on the ground as we go along. Now the guys, Charlie team here have decided to obviously bring this mounted gun up, but where they've come to is quite tricky. There's very limited line of sight actually onto the area itself from up here, so I don't know how easy it's going to be for them to really get... Oh, okay, there is actually a position right here. Look at this. There we go.
You bring the Quillen up here too?
We actually could. But there's hostages, so we have to be a bit careful, and that thing's quite inaccurate. Is that a tank I can see?
Yeah.
Yes, enemy armor. I'm gonna mark it.
Oh, hello. You moved to the position I was about to. Should we go prone here?
Yep, so they've spotted the armour. They need to be supremely careful about being spotted up here. However, you'll see that this is one of the good things about jungle ops. The guys are pretty challenging to see. And you would have to be quite a... look at the range that they are at. You would have to be quite a focused enemy. We're still not even there yet, look. So if you're talking about here, look, you'd have to be quite on the ball to be able to spot that. But he's right. There are some financed enemy tanks here. But as you see, the units are turned out on the tanks. Now the guys have two options here. They can either strike this with like a javelin or something along those lines, or they could have two good snipers or machine gun and just try to lay down fire and wipe these guys out before they turn in. But that could be challenging because again they don't know where else there may be other armor. But they should even be able to actually, from the position where they're at, if they can turn to look, they should be able to spot that, because they actually have got a pretty clear line of sight right across the way. And I think, yeah, they should be able to see that. It's right here where they'll be looking at.
It's a little bit flatter, right where I'm standing.
No, it might be better if you drop it and then disassemble it into the two pieces and then reassemble it.
No, it can set up the bipod.
Okay.
It does the same thing, but I think it's just a little bit too steep here.
No,
Yeah,
Chrono, come to right here.
Yeah, Chrono, try not to be too obvious.
Oh no.
Attention, keep away, I'm setting up the tripod, I don't want to kill you so.
This is why these things, it's not as easy as you might imagine. This is where any minute now the tank is just going to open up on them. They're going to have a supremely difficult job like setting this up.
I'm only at a marginal success here, mate.
I can't see how this is going to end well.
There is
Oh
no
god.
bunker at that marker.
This can only go bad.
Where?
Southerly one. This one here.
No,
There's one
there
on
is.
top of the fucking silo, mate. Which one?
Different silo. You've got it wrong. The silo is attached. Look at the map.
Sorry,
The silo is here.
Fucking fix it. You don't need to fucking bicker about it.
come here.
Around.
If you look,
What the
Chrono, please don't fucking kill me with that shit.
Yeah, seriously, Chrono, be careful with it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna set it up somewhere else.
Good idea.
Right. Shut up, guys.
God.
We have.
Bravo.
Yeah, come on. Let's see where the guys have gotten to. They're still back here.
Bravo has some fairly okay AT, some light, some heavy.
Helicopters just coming in.
Do you have a javelin?
Charlie has a javelin.
Nick. Bravo does not have a javelin.
Okay, so you got light AT then. Okay, Charlie, how many rounds to that javelin do you have?
Still one.
Roger, we'll resupply you with some more bonus units. Roger, I'm not sure what they're going to do against a T-62 either, but if it comes to it, we've got...
Yeah, we can just nail the javelin.
Yeah, roger that. Do you want me to bring some more rockets for you?
If you can bring a few more tubes, that'd be good.
Roger that. Phantom. Are you landing on your own LZ?
Not see yours till just now landing on yours.
I feel scared about this. I'm feeling perhaps quite concerned about this landing. I don't know, maybe it's going to be alright. Crush that signpost. That's alright, it was all okay.
Okay, Alpha, I want you to start pushing towards Charlie's location now. Bravo, you're staying here with me for Phantom to come and do a resupply, a couple of javelin tubes for Charlie.
Yeah, Alpha moving. Command, just let you know we have a Quillin coming down to pick some people up. Well, mainly to pick up the javelins.
I'm just going to put in an extra team here.
Roger, I see that we don't have any extra jumps at the moment. Wait for a resupply by Hilo.
He'll wait with you there. No, just tell him that, because we've lost comms with them.
Yeah, Roger, I'll let them know.
I don't think we can hear comms currently, but... It's going to be a little while before they move in, so it's always good to do a little bit of RP moving in on the base here, give the guys something to report in actual movement going on, instead of just like nothing going on. It's good to give them something to just a little commentary on. That guy just fall out of my car. Kind of works though that they're getting out. Oh, maybe we should shoot one of the hostages. I won't qualify this towards their mission critical thing, but maybe just to kind of speed things up a little bit. It would be war crimes, but then these guys are bloody... There we go. Just add a little bit of rebel justice in the mix. Maybe this guy's like a regional commander and he's just kind of come down to observe what's going on. Just see what talks on the radio after that.
And be advised, Phantom, say again. Do you want block or charge explosives over?
They might not have witnessed it.
Not pushed, as long as they go gunshots at the location. Possible hostage been shot.
Say that again.
The Jeep drove in, went to a checkpoint, all past the checkpoint, parked up, and then we just heard like a couple of gunshots. It's possible they've killed a hostage or two.
Roger that. Okay, Alpha Bravo, let's move into position now. Charlie, I'm afraid to say you're going to have to make do with only the 2 tubes. We need to launch this strike now.
Be advised, got Little Bird en route with the supplies over command.
Roger, meet us en route.
We're 1 minute from Charlie.
Yeah, it's good to throw it in the mix and see
Roger,
how they react and change up to it.
Split off directions.
I wouldn't want them to overreact and kind of rush in, panic and fuck it up, but it is good to make like something, you know, that's a good logical discussion that they had there.
Sneak upon the tank if it's possible. No, we have enough javelins to take care of the tanks. Okay.
Command, this is Bravo. Is Recon going to deal with that bunker to our north of our current position? Wait, one.
Oh, just... I do think we need to crack on
We're
now.
going to try and do that. It's quite a distance for us, but we're going to give it a go.
Yeah, it's just we need to take out this
Execute another
2x MG position to our north before we can move in the rest.
If it didn't mean I had to move off of here, I would probably execute another hostage at this point.
Roger, Kiwi, sniper is ready to do that job for you.
Roger that, thank you. Bravo out.
Fire! 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 I can't... There's so much anticipation. Yeah, look, Jockey's got it right. Jockey's the one spinning around right here. Tension. Can't contain myself. Yeah, I would.
Command, we are ready to engage with the javelins.
Fire! Fire! Fire the fucking things!
Oh, okay, Charlie, commence attack.
Ow, I forgot how loud that is. So loud!
Man, be advised,
They hit both the tanks.
Roger that, you may be needed to go back against the second team.
Yeah. One is burning off. Shots are coming in from the machine guns up to here. Both tanks are burning off. Man, look at the rounds coming in up here, guys. Look at the rounds coming in. I'm sorry for breaking everyone's immersion. I just couldn't. There goes the first tank. I couldn't handle the tension anymore. Holy shit, that second tank going in. It's quite nice to see those explosions at a big distance this time rather than close up like we always do. Right, let's drag in Ark's team. Let's get down here on the ground. Goodbye, frames. Goodbye. I'm gonna stay quite static. Oh yeah, throw a ton of smoke. That's gonna help. Stop throwing smoke! All the guys running in. Frames! Look out! He's right there, you fucking right there! Jesus Christ.
Things up.
Yeah. You're crossing? Oh, no, don't cross. No, just stay with these containers.
Okay, other way around, let's go the other side.
Alpha Bravo, this is Commander Charlie, we're pushing in as well.
Charlie's pushing in. Ark's team over there is getting really caught up in it.
Bravo and Alpha taking casualties. Bravo negative. Let's see this compound, let's just move in, fucking secure it. We've got some good cover if we can.
Shit, there's a lot of fire going on in it. I like the AI who's just like lying prone over there. See, you're never going to stop that. Shit, the guy's getting clipped down the road here as well. Shoot that guy in the open. How did you not see him? Fucking hell. Whose fault was that? Jorgen's fault that was. Panda's dead because Jorgen didn't sweep that open ground. Sweep the tower.
Commanders, Bravo. That's it. We've got 4 hostages in our current location. We still have to clear this compound.
Roger, carry on clearing through.
There we go.
Command, we have at least 9 hostages in our current compound.
Roger, have that. Carry on clearing through. Make sure
Have they cleared that
secure.
tower?
OG,
Nope.
Canugan, let's clear some of these towers as well. We haven't cleared the towers yet.
Should have cleared that first when they came in.
OG,
Yeah.
Bandit, you okay?
Roger, I need you back on station as soon as possible. Taking shots just to get the reinforcements by Arma.
Copy that, friendly Casbird, T-minus 30 seconds.
Roger that.
Go on, this is Charlie, second in lead. Squad lead dead, taking charge.
Roger. Okay, we got a large, like to our northeast, there's another camo compound kind of thing. It hasn't been cleared, so just be careful, guys.
Jorgen has pushed up kind of a little wave.
Right now.
Yeah, the frames have bricked it here.
Talk to me, guys, what's happening?
One guy on me in this fucking barrack, they're on the fucking balcony of the barracks.
Hold this northwest, I'm gonna go to York.
Take a 5 in the northeast.
Remulus, where are you at? I have no idea where you are, dude.
I'm on the southeast
Phantom.
Send it.
Can you mark an LZ for 2 times reinforcements?
No.
Roger, sending, Phantom, cancel my last.
There's Halley gunship coming in, but he really shouldn't be doing anything in terms of engaging unless he's requested to do so. Fucking hell, what was that? He shouldn't be engaging anything here. This is incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, bring it down there, Phantom.
No reason why he decided to come in here. Oh shit, did they actually... That sounds like they must have captured the Super Stallion off of the carrier. That Super Stallion was on the aircraft carrier at the beginning, so they must have taken that one away. I'm not trying to kill this guy, I'm just trying to put the fear into him, but not taking the bait from me.
You can go into a home competitor on the AO.
I'm being way too nice here. I downed him. The Super Stallion's in a holding pattern. Let's get back on this. I hope I wasn't punishing somebody there that didn't deserve it. Our Panda, after he got friendly fired, it looks like Saw is like picking him off. Alright, Saw, Team and Jockey. Let's have a look at what Jockey's up to. Jockey just... Jockey literally just like smashed that guy in the face with a full magazine.
No more shots just yet, we're just still hunkered down in this compound. I think, I just need to check. Charlie, what's your current position? Are you to the northeast of Camocom?
Come back, Frames. Come back.
If you just take
Can't back up by the monobalistics.
Command, this is Charlie. We're currently marked on the map. We clear the first warehouse in our way. We're inside a compound in the middle of it.
Roger, I see that. I'm going to bring in Alpha, the rest. We're going to start pushing in. This is with the
you guys.
Alpha,
the guys have now secured most of the compound. There's a few random units in and around here.
Friendlies in everywhere.
Yeah, marksman in the open to the west of this area.
Nice work.
Yeah, Alpha's penetrating compound.
I want you to stay around this building, okay?
They got that guy. Look at the guy they nailed off. Look at it. They shot the guy, or they grenaded the guy so hard out of here that he has had a real bad day. Oh no. There's one guy in this compound. Alright, they've pretty much secured this compound now. Anything left is for a couple of other units. The thing when you're in like these kind of close quarter situations.
Recon, be advised.
Look at Jockey's.
Northwest is stragglers coming through the.
Look at Jockey's like impressive skills here, like watching through this area. I think there is I think the AI got killed. He was over here. Look, I knew there was a guy in this area, but he's been killed now. Look, this is where he was. But still, Jockey's got like the yeah, look, they are putting the rounds in just to make sure.
This place completely secured in order 360 as best as we can. Mount the towers and just get eyes around us. Banter prepare to move into pick up the hostages.
Trying to get on them.
Scanning for him, but I don't see him.
Commanders Bravo, we have not cleared the northwestern side of this like park run.
Okay, Bravo will sweep through. Just a quick check.
We have a hard time landing that Super Stallion. The best location for it is going to be here.
Commanders, Bravo, are you sending someone down to pick up our hostages as well while we clear the site?
Mark it and we'll collect it.
Shots southeast.
You're not going to get it in there, are you, matey? Fucking hell, did he? Jesus, that's tight as fuck. That is so dangerous. Fucking hell. Thread the needle. Look at that. Look at that.
And there's one more slot. Left side of Jumper. Commanders, Bravo, we gave a quick sweep of this area. There's too much right. Towards that, it's not landing over.
Phantom 2, you want full takeoff.
Okay, Phantom 2, let's get down to the south, get back to hideout quick quarters. As soon as you have got down to hideout quarters and you return to us, you will be overwatched. Roger. I believe there's only one bias here, and that's what I've been able to see. Phantom, I believe that's all captures, I believe you can wave on it.
Copy that, Phantom 2, move.
Go on, just to clarify. What we're planning on doing is if we take light engagement, we're just pushing through. If we take heavy fire, like if something gets, like a car gets knocked down or something, we're going to stop and try and help. But if it's light, we're just going to push through.
Roger that, we'll want to punch through hard. Right, Alpha's on.
Man, be advised, Phantom 2 fire support will be available the next 2 mics over.
Roger, have that.
They want to get moving already. Now, I am going to put some stuff down, but their plan on this one is to pretty much just drive through it, which makes sense. Why stop if you have, if you don't have to? I may try and barricade some routes here, so we'll get a little bit ahead. The guys will be moving off shortly. Now, where they've got to get to is they've got to get to down here, which means they have to cross this bridge. I'm going to let them cross the bridge, and then when they get across the bridge to the other side, we're going to have like a rebel ambush, essentially. Right, we're on the move.
Yeah, roger that.
As long as it's not your cards against humanity and khaki.
No, it'll be fine. Right, convoy en route. Those sprinter trucks are literally the fear. Right, let's bang in a few units here. Let's bang in a few units in the palm plantations. Oh shit. What do I? Oh, there we go. Get a couple of these guys. Trying to link these two together. And the heli might come in and like smash the shit out of these.
Contact.
It's the gauntlet. The gauntlet. These guys are too busy looking at the helicopter. They're not even paying attention.
Bravo, just we're pushing through this. Yeah,
the heli's down.
Push through, hard push. Phantom, let's do think about this.
Oh shit, one guy just got downed in the back of the Jeep. They wanted to run him down, they couldn't.
Yeah, we're clear of the town. Roger, is everyone clear of the town now? Okay, all squad leads, give me a report. Anyone down?
That's fine. Alpha's firing vehicle took some shots. Is the bridge clear or has it got contacts on it?
Yeah, that's where that helicopter should be looking.
Yeah, Van can get on that bridge, give it, make sure it's clear for us. On the other end of the bridge there is 3 squads. Get gun runs on it now.
No, because if you get gun runs on it, you won't be able to get through it. Oh shit. Well, it's their decision.
We're going to hold just shy of the bridge.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, Roger. Hold just shy of the bridge.
Make things more challenging.
Phantom, are you still up?
It's going to be hard to negotiate through that now. They could have played that. To be fair, like.
Have you sufficiently softened them up for us?
Oh, they've spotted that unit that I had behind it.
Hold at the bridge till the wreck's up running.
I've got no chance of hitting this, by the way, but... Ow, ow, ow! Ugh!
Do you think we'll be able to push the
Be advised, try to make the way through.
Roger, convoy push. Infantry down that bridge. Roger that. Okay, that's us pushing through now.
It's going to be challenging. They're going to have a hard time here.
Alpha's on the bridge.
They might have space on the right hand side.
Charlie, was that you saying the road is blocked?
No, they're alright.
Squeeze past to the right.
So dangerous.
Roger, it's dead.
Oh my god. Oh! The trucks have gone, the trucks have gone. I love it, this guy is shooting at a heli. He's not even concerned. Not even concerned. Oh, they got on him there. Jesus H. Christ. They did a real good job there. Look at this guy here. Oh, look at this guy.
Alpha, is that you across?
We're across, we've got engaged, we've taken some damage.
Right, they're basically there. They're basically there. Right, I'm just going to do...
Calling at 55, that's all we can do.
Roger that.
Last
vehicles
stance.
just speeding coordinating. Each stay as a group.
Right, last chance here. All I'm going to do is have these shock teams on the hills here. Just try and shoot down. We're going to try and get some RPGs in the mix.
Yeah, picked up a bit of speed now.
Roger that. Okay, what speed can you get up to?
Well, we're going uphill, so about 40.
Okay. Yeah.
30.
Shit, they're going to fucking see us. Fuck yeah! No, that was on target. That was on target. It blew up. It didn't have the range. Or did it? Did I shoot it down? I was like, this is never gonna hit. Oh my days. What? That's why you don't stay still as a pilot.
Do you want me to just keep pushing through and get in front of these vehicles? Yeah, roger. It's Charlie's supposed to be at the front, guys. Remember that.
Roadblock front. Roger. He's round to the left, and then I'll leave vehicles. Give them a go.
Roger. So the same crowd as the helicopter.
Right. Whoa, Panda's still alive. I thought he was dead. Sensible idea to be flying in here with that when they literally just shot a helicopter out of the sky. I think I'm going to take control of another unit up here. Fucking RPG. They're not learning the lesson with the helicopters, are they?
Dex menu Foster.
Oh, dead. A bit of completional mountain combat just to clear this site. It makes sense, you know, they can't just leave these guys running around. They need to secure the airfield. The whole point was about securing IDAP off of these guys in the first place, so to make sure it's clean. Oh, I see. Post just drove his Jeep. I missed that completely. Post just must have driven his Jeep like straight up into them and failed
Commander,
badly.
are you back online? Yeah, Commander's back online. Do you want Bravo to push up to the east of these guys and try and move up, or is it all
Check
cleared?
your damn fire.
Yeah, Bravo, I want you to come around from the
One
east.
guy below them. They basically secured the site now. Mission succeeded. IDAP crisis. Right, good job, guys. Well done clearing that. Let's RTB to IDEP HQ, go for a fast debrief.